Die Idee für Life in a Day ist entstanden, weil ein Kollege von mir sich hingesetzt hat und gesagt, Mensch, was kann man denn eigentlich mal ein bisschen Größeres machen? Und dann hat er gesagt, wäre es nicht toll, wenn man mal einen Tag im Leben der Menschheit filmisch festhalten würde? Und das ist der Gedanke auch hinter Life in a Day, nämlich den 24. Juli 2010 in Form von Bildern festzuhalten, in Form von Videos. Und zwar haben wir aufgerufen, alle YouTube-Nutzer rund um den Globus, diesen Tag filmisch festzuhalten. Es sind über 40.000 Clips eingesandt worden und die mussten sich alle natürlich unsere Kollegen anschauen. Wir haben das zusammen mit Ridley Scott und Oscar-Gewinner Kevin McDonald zusammen gemacht. Insofern haben wir da tatkräftige und wirklich professionelle Unterstützung bekommen. Ja, und herausgekommen ist jetzt der Kinofilm Life in a Day, der tatsächlich den 24. Juli 2010 in Bildern festhält. Das ist jetzt schon spannend, aber besonders spannend wird es sein, wenn man in 10, 20, 30, 100 Jahren vielleicht nochmal guckt, wie sah es damals eigentlich aus. Wir haben ganz gute Verbindungen, YouTube in den USA natürlich noch mehr und es bestanden schon Kontakte auch zu Ridley Scott. Naja, und der Rest ist Geschichte.
Please welcome on stage the editor of the film that we're going to see tonight, Joe Walker, and the producer, Liza Marshall.
We're so sorry that Sir Kevin McDonald can't be here. He's making a documentary about Bob Marley and he's actually stuck in Jamaica. Which is probably a nice place to be stuck. But it's a very unusual film. I don't think anyone has seen anything like it before, but I'll pass you to our editor, Joe Walker, so he can say a few words.
I'd also like to thank the generosity of YouTube community, all those filmmakers who contributed their footage, trusting us with their footage. I mean, sometimes with 4,500 hours of material, I do wish they'd been slightly less generous. But no, they've been incredibly generous, not just with the kind of making film, hiring tripods, borrowing cars, stealing, borrowing, but the personal stories that they've shared with us in this film. We had 5 months to get it ready for Sundance from July 24th. And most of that time was viewing. We spent about 2 months just viewing every day. And we had a big team of researchers who whittled it all down and tried to find the best stuff so that me and Kevin could look at the best stuff, but also not only just to look at it, but to log it, so that if we wanted to make a sequence about chickens, we could look at chickens, get 800 shots of chickens. We should have done, we never did that. I think viewing that amount of material, it does something very strange to you, and I used to describe it being a bit like a therapist at the end of a particularly busy day, people dumping problems on you day in, day out. I mean, there were some outstanding stories, but actually there was a lot of teenage whining, should we be honest. But there were some outstanding stories, and always to me, the generosity of people, like Bob Viliginski's, to give us their material and trust us with it and send it out into the dark. These days we hear about the internet being a place of piracy and bad language and people shouting and screaming at each other, and here was completely the opposite, a very generous, universal approach to trying to make a film together. I think when the Japanese father and son clip comes in, you're in for a different kind of ride from maybe that which you've expected. So I still find it a very emotional, poetic film. I love watching it. Really enjoyed it tonight with you.